right?
Right.
He did a book called Winter Games that was damn good.
Right.
This local reporter whose career blows, he burns out of career doing reporting news and politics in Washington, goes back to this hometown in this small island outside New York City. And he finds out that his alma mater has the best high school basketball player in the country.
Right.
And has every coach after him. The first time he goes to a game to see the kid play, he looks around, he sees Dean Smith, he sees Mike Krzyzewski, he sees Roy Williams, he sees Lon Kruger, he sees Rick Pitino, he sees John Calipari. He has all these big name coaches in the bleachers. And his best friend, one of his best buddies from college, he played basketball at Virginia, and one of the student assistants is now an assistant at a big college. And this kid is the golden prize, and there's two fictional schools, Minnesota State and the University of Louisiana.
He's a blue chipper.
Gold blue chip. This would be John Calipari, one and done, written all over it.
So this is a Kobe Bryant.
Kind of pretty much, the kid's like a high school version of a Kobe Bryant, really.
Kobe Bryant or...
Kevin Garnett kind.
Kevin Garnett, what's the guy that's playing now?
LeBron.
Yeah.
Zion Williamson, you name it. Yep. The dude, legit. And everybody in the country's after him.
Right.
And the kid reporter whose best friend is the coach ends up getting murdered.
Okay.
And shot in the back of the head in a car. And he starts digging around trying to find out what really happened to this story. What happened to this... What's so damn important about this kid? And he digs into this family's history and stuff like that, them immigrating from somewhere in Europe, and it's just all kinds of crazy stuff. And the ending of the book is so damn good, telling about what had really happened with this kid and stuff like that.
Right.
Like all the stories you hear about, like all those AAU kids and stuff getting wheeled and dealed to colleges and stuff like that.
Sure.
Same thing, but John Feinstein wrote about this in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
He foretold this, though, too. And it's great.
Sounds interesting.
It's a damn good book. If I can turn my copy up to you, I'll let you borrow and read it.
Well, who wound up shooting the guy in the back of the head?
I ain't gonna ruin the damn mystery for you. What do I look like? Jessica Fletcher?
Well, they didn't make it into a movie then. I guess I could read it.
A movie?
If they have it in Audible, I would listen to it. I just don't do a lot of reading.
No.
I listened to several Audible books on my way to
Sound
work.
like my mother.
My last book was Turn the Ship Around. That was a good one.
Turn the Ship Around. Isn't that the Sam Pittman story at this point?
No, it's a management book. It's
Oh,
really
okay.
good, though.
Okay. No. I will go down with this ship. Oh, no, that was the Dido song. I'm sorry. You never heard that song? That's a good song. She did that in about the mid-late 90s. Or I will go down with this ship. What most coaches use, or that's what Brett Bielema did. He went down with the ship.
That's true.
Chad Morris poked holes in the ship and let it sink.
Now, Turn the Ship Around, I'm trying to remember the name of the captain. It's about management experience of this particular captain on board a nuclear naval ship. And what he teaches, and what I agree with, what makes his method of leadership brilliant is his whole focus is on empowering your subordinates.
Oh, okay.
That you stop issuing orders and you start letting them tell you what they're going to do.
Delegate, kind of keep me in the loop, etc.
Yes.
That's the thing.
And you coach and you mentor, but you don't command.
Yes.
And that develops your subordinate leaders, and that allows the key leader to sit back and to identify the weaker subordinates and then help them.
Yeah.
And that overall brings strength to your organization. It's like the head coach. You can see some head coaches out there that they don't actually do that much coaching. It's the
coordinators, the assistants doing it.
It's the assistants doing all the work, and the head coach is sitting there. Now he'll make a suggestion if he sees key points happening, and
yes.
he's overall guiding it, but he's not actually calling the plays.
Yeah, exactly.
He prepares the subordinate coaches for the game.
Kind of like a Nick Saban type, maybe?
Yes. Yeah, that's a good example. Yeah, kind of Nick Saban type.
Yes, Saban been lying. I'm not going to Alabama. I'm not going to Alabama. I'm not going to Alabama. Hello, good to see you in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, or another good example would be Bobby Petrino.
No.
Petrino, I think Petrino did a good job of developing a staff.
No, Petrino's staff full of boneheads. Offense staff was good. That defensive staff, those guys knew how to. Those guys should have been rejected members from the French Foreign Legion.
But he built system people as opposed to just being a coach. That's my opinion of how he ran things. And I thought he did a good job developing that until you get caught with a motorcycle on your girlfriend who you hired.
Now Bielema was more like the delegator.
You think so?
Think about that though too. He let Danny Enos do whatever he wanted, and the offenses were usually pretty good.
Right.
Come on, he made Austin. He got Austin Allen an NFL try, and Brandon Allen got drafted.
But Bielema didn't. He wanted to be that guy, but he wasn't because they were terrible.
They were not terrible.
He never could get them to. He couldn't get the offensive coordinator to make to stick with one thing that worked.
Now,
and his defensive coordinator could not make adjustments on the fly.
Now, the defensive coordinator, I can admit, was terrible.
Yeah.
Now, he left Danny Enos alone he let Jim Chaney and Danny Enos alone for the most part.
Right.
He'd make the suggestions like, we'll run the ball, but we'll also try to be a little more open with the passing game, be a little more creative.
Right.
But defensively, he had no clue. They were terrible on defense.
Yeah. The defense under Bielema, they never could seem to make adjustments in the game. They would make an adjustment from the last game to the next game.
But they couldn't make adjustments at halftime.
But you can't do that in the SEC. You can't do that really in Division I football.
Now, if you got
you have got to make defensive adjustments from one play to the next.
Yes.
From one series to the next, you've got to make adjustments. If you wait until halftime, you're beat. You're already done. Because offenses change too much. They've got too many offensive sets. They're going to find something that works against your defense, and you've got to adjust to that, or you're going to get killed, which Arkansas did.
We didn't get killed under Bielema as bad as we did under Morris. Morris got his massacred constantly.
True. I agree. Yeah. It was better under Bielema than Morris, but still, everybody loved Bielema, but man, at some point you got to win games, dude.
Yes.
We love you, but you're a nice guy.
Do something.
But you got to put something in the win column at some point. It doesn't matter if you win Miss Congeniality. You got to get the top spot at some point. That's my opinion.
I liked Miss Congeniality. That movie was funny.
I'm making an overall
George of the Jungle
beauty statement.
Oh yes, or be like Queen for a day. Oh, I could protect the quarterback on the running game.
Yes.
I had a guy I worked with at Rose who did that. He would always complain and whine about stuff. And I told him, save your sob stories, dude, for Queen for a day.
Yeah.
Could you imagine them bringing that back someday?
Well, you never know. But, yeah, you got to adjust.
And it's like Mike Anderson. He fell into a trap.
Yeah.
He fell into the ultimate trap. He fell into the trap of following Nolan's shadows still.
Right. Right, he did. He sure did. We were hoping for a return to the glory days, and it never happened.
And the SEC wasn't that dominant when he was there. He had 9 years there.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know how the game of basketball. I had this discussion with Chris Turner, a friend of mine, earlier this week. The game of basketball has changed so much, and to me, just disappointingly.
Yeah.
It has become
isolation ball, 3-pointers.
Yes, everybody. There's only two. There's only two things the players want to do anymore: shoot 3-pointers and
dunk,
showboat, fast break dunks. That's all they want to do.
Yeah.
And there is no more inside game. Everybody just wants to throw it around the outside, take a 3-pointer, go to the other end. And the 3-point line I thought was a great innovation because it gave your outside shooters great value.
Yes.
But initially you still had that inside game that was your consistent 2-point game. But then But then everybody started wanting to shoot three-pointers. And then at some point, at the professional level anyway, they just quit playing defense.
You got 82 games a night. Why would I bother playing defense?
They don't play defense.
Why would I want to? I'll play defense in the crunch time in the fourth quarter when I got a chance to win the game. But in the first quarter, hell no, I ain't got to play defense. They're going to be too busy flopping.
I'll play defense in the playoffs. In the playoffs, we'll start playing some defense.
Yes, exactly.
But,
82 games a night. Why would I want to be?
Yeah.
And I'm not going. And I have to go from Dallas to San Antonio to Memphis to Houston to New Orleans in a week. And why would I bother playing defense?
Yeah. The other thing that I don't like in professional basketball now is I forget what they call that mechanism. They can add players to the roster and they can recruit all the way up. In the playoffs? They don't make them lock the roster.
To a point, yeah, but they do have contracts though too, and there is a trade deadline, and all the contracts are guaranteed.
Right. But they brought they brought in Kevin Klein in the playoffs that year that they won the
Joe Klein.
national championship. Huh?
Joe Klein.
Joe Klein. Yeah.
The Bulls.
Yeah. The Bulls brought in Klein before one of their championship runs because they wanted a big man inside.
Yeah.
And he played the big man inside. He didn't play a lot, but he came in.
No, it's Phil Jackson's triangle. You got to find ways to do things.
He got a ring.
Hey, wouldn't you do it for a ring?
You betcha, man. You betcha. I like Klein when he was at Arkansas.
Of course we all did.
He played that big man inside well.
Well, it does, because Eddie Sutton's offense was so dull and boring.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. I mean, before the three-point line came in, yeah, it was you brought in the shot clock, you brought in the three-point line.
They had to.
That opened things up. Because before that, it was passed around the outside.
Yeah, the old
work it
four corners offense.
Yeah, work it until you got a screen on the post, and then you toss it down the low post, boom, score. That was your 2 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took a long time to score. Then you came in with the shot clock and the three-point line. Well, boy, that really changed the game.
Oh boy, Norman Dale would have nearly fell over dead when he saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody told him 3-point line. What the hell is a 3-point line?
Yep. But now you've totally changed things. Till now, nobody's playing inside. Nobody's playing defense. Everybody wants to shoot a three-pointer or just get a fast break dunk, and that's it.
Yeah, and that's a bad thing.
Nobody does defense. I don't know. It just it's really changed. I don't like the way it changed the game. I still like to see somebody work the offense, look for the man inside, run the shot clock. If you don't get anything inside, then the shot clock runs down to a second. You toss it to the outside and go for the three-pointer. That's what I like.
No, you kidding me? If I'm getting fast break dunks or three-pointers, you kidding me? And I get the crowd involved? Woo! Yeah, why
yes.
not?
Well, yeah. I mean, what Rolling Nolan call it?
What?
3 minutes of hell or 30 minutes of hell? Or
40 minutes of hell.
Yeah, 40 minutes of hell. What do you call it? That was the running gun.
Yeah, you kidding me? I've got notes on Jerry Tarkanian's fast break, Billy Donovan's fast break, Paul Westhead's fast break. Why would I want to play defense when I could be running down the court, shooting threes and running your teammate into the dirt?
Sure.
I want my team to be grabbing the rim while your team's grabbing the shorts and the oxygen.
Yeah. But what happened to the run and gun? What happened to 40 minutes out? Everybody started doing it. I think. I don't know. What killed it? What do you think?
I think the athletes, I think kids today don't know about 40 minutes of hell. They didn't grow up with Nolan Richardson and all them, though, too. They look at Mike Anderson and thinking, okay, that's great. You got a national championship ring that's 20 years old. I got Kentucky here where I can go to the NBA in a year. How am I going to get to the NBA with you?